You can still smell the smoke in this place. Not the kind from the kitchen or the wood-fired oven, the kind that sticks to history. Tonight, I'm standing inside Calgary's old fire hall number 3, now a pub called the Hose and Hound. Most people come here for a pipe. I came for the stories. And the moment I stepped through that arched red brick doorway, I realized something was waiting. Something that never left the station when the city moved on. This building at 1030 9th Avenue Southeast was built in 1907, the pride of a growing prairie city. Back then, Cappy Smart ran the department like a kingdom, with horses, wagons, and the kind of discipline only men who lived with danger understood. Cappy had 2 companions he was known for, a monkey, his mischievous mascot, and a horse named Lightning, the fastest engine horse in the city. When I started researching the Hose and Hound, I found photos, firemen standing tall in heavy coats, axes gleaming, and perched on one shoulder, a tiny capuchin monkey. I called him the Little Soldier. He smoked cigars, stole brass buttons, and bit anyone who tried to take him back. Until one day, he went too far. He attacked a child. Cappy ordered him put down. The men said the chief wept that night, the kind of grief only someone who's seen too much fire can understand. That was over a century ago. But ask anyone who's worked in this pub, and they'll tell you, the monkey never left.
I arrived just after closing. The manager gave me permission to stay an hour. She said, if anything happens, don't call me, just talk to them. They like attention. The lights were low, just the green glow of the exit sign reflecting off the bar taps. I set my recorder down, ordered a ginger ale for courage, and waited. The building creaked like it was remembering the weight of hooves. Somewhere deep in the kitchen, metal clattered. Old pipes, I told myself. Then, a click. The dishwasher roared to life, steaming, cycling, and I swear, laughing. A dry, chittering laugh that didn't belong in a pub. I moved behind the bar. Every can stacked on the shelf began to tremble. One dropped, then another, then all at once, a rain of aluminum, clinking and rolling across the floor. The air smelled of burnt tobacco, sweet, thick, tropical somehow, like a cigar smoke from a hand too small to hold it steady. I felt the pressure on my shoulder, light, deliberate, and in my right ear, something hissed, a single breathy squeal. I turned so fast my stool toppled. Nothing, but on the bar, a single billiard ball, still rolling, back and forth, as if batted by an invisible hand. The monkey was playing.
Then came the sound that froze me. Not laughter this time, but hooves. Distinct, rhythmic. Clop, 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 clop. Not from the road outside, but from inside the hall. The same path the old horse Lightning once took to his stall. The floorboards shuddered with every step. I walked to the front door. The street beyond was empty, puddles shining under yellow lamps. Yet I could feel the horse pass, the whoosh of air, the smell of soot and hay, and the faintest vibration that made my ribs buzz. People once said you could hear Lightning's hooves just before the alarm bell rang. Captain William Ritchie, a fireman from 1911 to 1951, swore he heard phantom horses in the hall, a warning that a real fire was coming. I didn't believe in omens until the kitchen light popped. A sharp white flash and the scent of burning wire filled the air. The circuit breaker was fine, but something in the walls had sparked. A flicker of smoke curled up from the counter, and then, as quickly as it came, it vanished. Lightning's way of saying hello? Or warning? I'll never know. The bar went silent again. No hum, no rattle, no wind. And then I heard the faintest drip from somewhere above. The ceiling vent exhaled heat. In it, I caught the shape of a tail, thin, coiled, swinging once before disappearing into shadow. That's when the laughter returned. Not cruel, more excited, playful. It circled the bar, bouncing off the walls, until it landed right behind me. I turned, whispering into the dark. "It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you." The laughter stopped, and from the hall that used to house the fire wagons, I heard a faint nickering sound, a horse's sigh. Then, clear as day, the old fire bell mounted above the door jingled once. Not loud, not random. One sharp chime, like a salute.
I left the recorder running on the bar overnight. When I played it back the next morning, there were only two things captured between the static: the soft clop-clop of hooves fading into the distance, and a single high-pitched squeal, like a monkey laughing in the rafters. They were Calgary's first firefighting family, man, horse, and monkey, bound together in duty, tragedy, and a city that still remembers their footsteps. The Hose and Hound might pour beer now instead of filling engines with water, but after closing, when the lights dim and the air thickens with smoke, the fire hall still answers alarms, just not from this world.